Hey, how's it going, everyone? It's your boy, Zenjin, coming at you live with a brand new video. This is going to be the first video of a 14-part series. I'm going to cover every single Elder Vault, kind of just a basic go through, show you what you can get from each one, what type of mobs there are, and how to just get through them, and the bosses at the end of them. So I'm here with my bear. It's actually part of my clan's. It's not my personal pet, not a big deal. And we are at the Vault of the Wolf Brothers. This one's not to be confused with Wolf Men, but this is going to be the first one. It's one of the easier ones and a little bit shorter, but let's go ahead and get right into it. So first thing that you notice when we get in here is that it looks really cool, in my opinion. This is probably one of my favorite ones stylistically. Just a really quick look at my loadout here on what we got. I am rolling with my Metal Eater, Legendary Spear, a strangely familiar axe, Legendary Axe, and then a Legendary Shield. We got 2 skeleton keys. We will need those in the event that we find skeleton key chests in the vault, because they can indeed spawn. And then the bear, just a brief look at his stats. Pretty good bear, I would say. Not the best, but definitely damn good. So all the vaults have these little buttons on here, so keep a lookout for those. Those are going to be what opens the doors. So yeah, we're just going to get right into it here. So the main reason why we are doing the vaults is for what's called Decaying Aldarium. This is what you need for a couple of things in Isles of Siptah. The Decaying Aldarium is used in conjunction with the Delving Workbench to discover recipes for legendary weapons, and also and also summon Thrall at surges. So really worth going through here, as well as you can get some pretty good components. As you can see, I just picked up just a little bit of iron ore, which is, whatever. Iron ore is easy. But I also got some alchemical base. Alchemical base is pretty necessary for any type of endgame item. So coming through these can just be a really quick way to just get some pretty easily. Whoa. Come on, Funcom. The guy teleported all over the place. Okay, so we got some Decaying Aldarium there. And then we got what's called supply materials. So the supply materials are a really interesting item, whereas it can contain any number of things, crafted materials, raw materials, but it has a bunch of them in there. And it's practically weightless when you first pick it up. But you open them and it has those mats in it. So pretty good to hold on to. I'm not really sure why my bear isn't attacking, so we're actually going to just go ahead and change it to attack all enemies here. Got that door open. There we go. Now Pooh is doing his job. Fantastic. You can see we got some bark and some crystal. Oh, shit. See, so I personally right now I'm running light armor. Probably not the best if you're going to come into these things solo. Just because they, can get hit pretty hard. I personally just like running light armor because it gives you a bit more mobility. Aha, see, here we go. And this is why we explore. So we got some great lotus flowers, some iron ore, and other trash. We're just going to go ahead and grab it all. This is going to make sure that, when we do run this again, all of the chests spawn properly. So keep that in mind, especially if you're going to be grinding a specific dungeon. It takes about an hour for the dungeons to refresh after they're completed. So make sure that you do that. So we're going to kill this guy, and then we're going to initiate this lever. Get wrecked, idiot. Oh, pushed it one too many times. So some of these vaults are going to have puzzles that you have to do. This one, that's the only like puzzle that's in it. Some of them are much easier, some of them are much harder. Oh, that one had some silver on it, which is pretty ironic. I want to show you guys this spear. So this spear is really cool. I actually got the recipe for this one at the delving bench. Really good if you want to see the stats on it. It does 59 armor plus 9% armor penetration. You can see that for crafted legendary weapons, you can put kits on them. So, you know, weapon damage kit, reinforcement kits, things like that. So you can make your legendaries and your Aldarium last a bit longer. This particular one has reach and acidic on it, which is really good when you're coming up against armored foes, because acidic will shred the armor. But it's also really good. There we go. It's also really good against just kind of all types of mobs, because the reach just makes it a lot easier. So forgive me, I kind of forgot how to do this one. I don't really run this one a whole lot, but that lever opens this main door. There we go. So this is a little bit of a jumping puzzle here. So what you have to do is you have to jump to this one, use the lever. It's going to cause that to pull up, and then we're going to have to jump here and activate that lever from this side. This is one of the benefits of running with light armor, is because you get that increased agility. Nicely done. Okay, just bones and branches. Nothing crazy. And then we're going to go through here. Get that torch on for some ambiance. Nothing too crazy. Always make sure to check every nook and cranny. There could be a chest, you know, kind of hidden away in a corner with some really good stuff in it. So just be mindful of that. And we are, if I'm not mistaken, getting close to the boss room. And I'm max level, so I'm killing all the mobs. Now the reason why, obviously, not because I need the experience, but because these mobs can drop all decaying Aldarium, which, you know, I've said it once, I will say it again. Very, very important item. Make sure to pick it up whenever. You know, even the mobs outside of these vaults, it does have the potential to drop it. So, you know, if you just need a couple of pieces, you can always, you know, check on the outside of a vault, see if any mobs have spawned, and you may get lucky. Alright, so it looks like this entire room is cleared, so we're going to the next room. And he's dead. You know, I kind of want that iron ore, so we're going to go ahead and grab that. Nothing over here. This is a pretty well-lit area. And you can see that the spear absolutely shreds. Absolutely shreds. Alright, so it looks like that goes all the way down, so you don't want to fall, because that's going to set you back quite a bit. And the really good thing that I like about the spear is that it has good knockback. We're going to stop attacking, make sure we don't run out of stam. use that reach advantage to kill him before he has the opportunity to touch us. And then boom. Alright, not seeing any chests here. Turn on that light. And it looks like that we are getting close to the boss room. Didn't roll out of the way quickly enough. Oh, might be in a pickle here. There we go. Pooh's got my back. And that is the importance of pets and followers. Taking a thrall in here would probably be just as good. I personally prefer the pets. Their scalings are just a tad bit better than, you know, your normal run-of-the-mill thrall. And they're just cooler, you know? Getting followed by a really cool animal is just always fun. Alright, so anything up here? Nope. Make sure whenever you jump and down stuff, you slide to avoid any potential fall damage. And it looks like we are at the boss room now. So we're just going to wait until our health regens. And then we are immediately going to have the bear attack him. We're going to wait a little bit. Come on. There we go. So this is the importance of pets here, ladies and gents. Woo! We're just going to take out the shield. Oh, did not dodge out of the right way. Damn. So what we can do here is, you know, since our shield does have really good durability, what you can do is you can just pull aggro, let your pet do all the work, sit here and block. This is probably going to be the easiest way to solo these vaults. So getting a pet is definitely going to be a good investment. I will be putting a taming thrall video up at some point, so keep an eye out for that, so that way you can get a really nice follower. So he had 8 Aldarium on him. We're going to go ahead, press that, and then we are on our way. By the way, harvesting the bosses, from what I can gather, does not give you anything special. So, you know, I was double checking to see if I had some harvesting tools just to show you all, but you won't get anything special. You know, if I did that to this guy, I would most likely just get wolf pelt. So not missing out on much, but always a good idea to just walk around with some pretty basic tools on your inventory. So this is going to be the boss room, pretty standard boss wide. So let's go ahead and open up this loot chest, see what we got. Awesome. So we got some bark, some regular brick, cockneels, which is mostly good for just die, corrupted stone, which is good if you have the witch doctor feat, decaying Aldarium. We got 43 of that, so that's going to be about 21 bars. The Aldarium ratio is a 2-to-1 ratio, and then we got the sigil of the Wolfman. So let's go ahead. This is going to have a cutscene that you can watch. You can watch it in your own time. Not going to bore you with it. And the last thing that I want to point out before we exit the vault is the sigils. So the sigils is something that you can consume, as you see, consumable and use. Okay, each sigil is going to correspond, the symbol wise, is going to correspond with the vault that you got it from. Now, if you go to your stats, you can see which ones you currently have consumed by the ones that are highlighted and the ones that you have yet to acquire or consume, annotated by the grayed out portions. Now, the reason why this is important is for 2 things. One, based on my research, the sigils in consuming them will increase your ability to survive within the maelstrom, which is very important for doing endgame content, and then also getting Thrall for getting the lesser essences, which you can check out that in my previous video also. Now, this interesting thing to note about sigils is that, if you're just out adventuring or you're trying to gather them all, don't eat them all at once. Because what happens is, as you can see here, I don't have all of them. Well, that's because when you die, it's relatively random. It's around 50% from what I can tell, but you will lose some just outright. They'll break. You won't have them. Some will be in your inventory, so you'll have to reconsume them. Or if you're on a PvP, PvEC server, they can be taken off your body. So keep that in mind. And then some just kind of stay consumed. So if you consume all 14 and you haven't done that maelstrom yet, then you might be screwed. I've also heard rumor, granted I haven't checked it out myself because I want to experience that with you all on my stream at Senjin TTV on Twitch. Go check it out. Link will be in the description below. Apparently, when you get all 14 sigils, you can actually access the tower that is in the very middle here. But we will find that out. But that is really going to be it for this video. I do appreciate you all joining me for it. If you have any questions, comment them below, and watch out for my new videos that will be covering the other 13 vaults. Thank you so much, and have a great day, everybody. Peace.